What up? It's your boy Fly Capone, aka Chef Fly, and this is the Real Talk Podcast Show. Give it up one time.
What's up? What's up? It's your favorite girl, Mimi. Give it up 2 times.
We just gonna dive right into it, man. OTF Vonnie's father's been speaking out, man, allegedly saying that the situation with King Von is a backdoor, which we all kind of already knew that, saying that OTF Vonnie was the setup guy allegedly behind the situation, and we all know that they saying that Lil Durk has something to do with it as well. And I mean, you know what OTF Vonnie father was saying makes clearly sense to me. You know what I mean? It just, once I saw that interview, I was like, damn. It was already in the back of my mind, like, something just don't seem right, and here we have it, you know what I mean? And so with OTF Vonnie's father speaking on that, and he's basically going against his father due to the fact that him and King Von's father was like best friends. So I guess he feel heartbroken about the situation, and you know, you can only respect that as a real man. And what you think about that?
Well, I think he's doing a good thing, because we always speculate. In the back of our heads, we already knew that Durk had something to do with it. And so Vonnie's dad basically said that Vonnie was working for Durk, and he's the one that set up the whole play or whatever.
And he's saying that they allegedly picked him up, took him to pay for the setup.
Come get me from the
you know
house.
What I mean?
They already got the money ready in the back of the Suburban.
He was wondering why they took him with him to pay for his own nephew's hit.
And
it's a whole lot of shit with that. But when it first happened, I was looking at the video and I was like,
we can even pull my phone
why do
records,
100K Track or whatever his name is, why is he saying he got shot when clearly in the video we don't see him getting shot at all? He was running around. And if I ain't mistaken, that was him that ran to the white truck and handed Quando Rondo and them something before they pulled off. Not only that, once he said that the black car actually stopped to let them bag up and go, it started making sense to me. Like, damn, this, even though it already didn't seem right, I'm like, damn, this shit, that's a crazy, spooky situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. And it's crazy how these people are setting stages and setting these people up and backdooring them like this.
And so I was watching an interview the other day about some things, and I didn't know that King Von had allegedly had a meeting with a couple labels that Durk didn't know about, and when Durk found out about it, that's what kind of started the bad blood. But to me, I think the bad blood was already there due to the fact that King Von had allegedly killed Lil Durk's cousin named Lil Mister.
That's what I feel like. That's where it came into play at. Also because the night Von was killed, Durk was playing Back in Blood.
Back in Blood. And then if you go back and you think about it, when you look at the video of King Von saying, "I know that's folks' cousin, but fuck Lil Mister," then on the song Back in Blood, Lil Durk say, "You dissing on my cousin, now your ass all in that wood, huh?" It starts making sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now for me, it's like OTF Vonnie, I really never heard of him until this particular situation. So it's like, where did he come from? And then second of all, it just don't make no sense. Even with when them people was following King Von, when they stopped him in the airport, and that lady asked him for his ID, and he was like, what he say to her?
He basically asked them for their ID.
For their ID, yeah. He was like, let me something just in case of something. I can't really remember how that went, but it started getting spooky. And not only that woman who stopped him and asked him for his ID, if I'm not mistaken, that looked like the same lady that was in court with Lil Durk as his lawyer or spokesperson or something. I don't know, but it clearly looks like the same woman. So something definitely wasn't right about that whole situation. You know what I mean?
And I was watching somebody's podcast, and they basically was like, uh why Dirk not using the same lawyer now for his new case that he's in now.
Right.
And I've never been on a plane before, but it was kind of weird for those two people to just be standing there.
And then out of all people, why y'all asked just him for his ID or or whatever? Why was y'all targeting him? So the play, it all started making sense, man. On down to the day it happened. It's a group of guys standing outside. They so-called say that Vaughn was in the truck sleep or whatever. Mm-hmm. Somebody comes to get him, and then he off the top jumps off the deep end like they knew he would, and it just don't make sense to me. So it's like they say Georgia is a stand your ground state, and I just wish King Von would have thought about that before he made that move. Even though they say that if it wouldn't have went the way it went, he was still due to die that night. Him and all the people that allegedly got killed, they all was supposed to be unalive that particular night,
Which they were, because they took him out and the two people that was really down for him.
Which is Slutty
and Louie.
Yeah. Did anybody else get unalive that night?
I don't know.
And my thing is this though, how did like OTF Vonnie's father said, how did Slutty and Louie get shot, right? Mm-hmm. But the man who shot King Von, he shot King Von, held his pistol, nobody shot him, he makes it to the truck, and they pull off. No gunshots, no following, no nothing, but Louie, Slutty, and the rest of King Von's side, they
gone. And the father said that his son is the one who come calling talking about, oh, I got him to the hospital, he was fine.
And then all of a sudden, he ain't living no more. Right. And not only that, he said that he was with them when his son got a call from Dirk, asked him was it open. And he said, yeah, it's what he say? He said wide open or off the hinges. Yeah, he said he said Dirk said, is it open? And he said his son said it's off the hinges, which means a back door. Yeah. Which means that it was a setup, you know what I mean?
That is so crazy to me, like that people could sit there and do, these famous people. Now Dirk, ain't nobody about to be cool with you no more.
And I used to like Dirk, man. You was one of my favorite rappers, man. But, when you do your people like that, man, I done lost all respect for you, Lil Dirk, because, like, I really don't know the true reasoning or cause behind what you did. Like OTF Vonnie's father said, Dirk couldn't have been the only say-so in that. Like, it had to come from the higher-ups, you know what I mean? Like, either you gonna do this or we gonna do that. So it was a lot of things on the line, but still, man.
I think they might have told them, well, everybody been feeling like Dirk been sacrificing people for a long time. So at the end of the day,
I believe you have. I mean, I believe they all have.
He just knew he had to get rid of Vine so he could try to get off that case. But look how God worked.
Turn around and caught another case.
You done turned around and caught another one.
And now look, you in there for all the situations that you in there for, might not make it out. You know what I mean? On top of that, like OTF Vonnie's father said that Lil Pabs or whoever that particular person was who got killed, that had to come from an inside job to tie up some loose ends. Right. Then he say Duty Low got something about Duty Low and how they playing this game, setting up everything to make it seem like it's different people, but they all working together. Like, it's kind of scary and spooky, man. Even throwing NBA YoungBoy allegedly in there. I think it was his NBA YoungBoy birthday or something that night, or some particular thing like that or whatever. I ain't really sure. But yeah, it's a lot to that, man. I just wanted to speak on that because after seeing OTF Vonnie's father speak out and definitely going against his father, and it seemed like he's speaking genuinely from the heart, and he's a Muslim brother. I'm a Moorish American Muslim, so I see his insight and I understand his point of view when it comes to the belief and how things go with that particular thing. So I respect him because what's real is real, and if you love somebody, then you're gonna stand for what you love. And so I take my hat off to you, man, for just keeping it real. I hope you ain't doing it, and I hope you don't have a crooked motive behind what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive, man. I respect that, and rest in peace to King Von. Most of all, stay safe, man, because I know you might got a little protection behind you with the Muslim brothers or whatever, but just watch yourself, man. Stay safe, because I'm quite sure that you might have a target on your back for speaking like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what else we got going on?
What you think about the troops? They saying that they calling troops in to Chicago. Now, why y'all want to wait this long to call the troops in when it's been so many murders in Chicago? And now all of a sudden y'all want to call the troops in? Y'all should have been and called them troops in, man. This shit has got out of hand with Chicago, especially with the drill music scene and how all these, man, because I've been following that Chicago scene for a long time, and a lot of young black brothers that lost their life due to that.
I could have sworn some years ago they had the troops out there. So I think they had them out there before. But anyway, you got some of the people going live on video saying they waiting for the troops. They better not come there with that, this and that. Now, they got to be crazy.
You got to be crazy, especially when you're talking about switches, man. What is a switch going to do
them
up against the United States
they not
Army?
going for that shit, bro.
Now,
I know
for
what
me,
y'all finna say. Oh, it's the national.
I don't really believe in war because I just don't understand what they go to war for. I do take my hat off to the bravery of the soldiers. But one thing I do know is you do not want to play with the United States Army. We are one of the toughest armies that you got in America, United States. You don't want to fuck with the Army, man. Especially not no YNs or no hood niggas thinking they getting ready to go up against the whatever it is, Army, whatever the word is. What is it? What they say they are? The Army troops or whatever it is, man. You don't want to play with them like that, man. You don't stand a chance.
Well, I hope they get their act together. I hope maybe it could solve something, because Chicago, y'all need to calm down.
What they say, Donald Jatavius. Donald Jatavius, goddamn it. Y'all don't want to play with Donald Trump like that, man. And you definitely don't want to play with the Army, because all jokes aside, you can have as many switches as you want. First of all, you don't know how to shoot. Everything they aim at, they hitting. You know what I mean? And you ain't got enough bullets and enough people that's going to stand with you to go up against them them Army troops. So what y'all really need to do is just go and chill. If they come, let them people do what they got to do so they can make it safer for y'all, man. Because if y'all don't, y'all just going to keep dying out there. And before you know it, y'all going to be extinct. You know what I mean?
Like, it's time to wake up, people. Because guess what? This not all Trump got in store.
So don't.
So it's time for us to come together, for real.
Shit steady happen. Just like I was watching something in Chicago where the dude was sitting in his car talking, and somebody walked up to him and snatched him up out of his car, shot him and killed him, tried to rob him, if not robbed him. Some guy named OG Tug or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace to OG Tug, man, and condolences to your family.
In peace.
It's just sad, man, that especially when you ain't out here killing and robbing and taking nothing from nobody, and people want to do you like that because they don't like you, or they don't like how you hustle, or like how you grind, or like how you move. That's crazy. As black folks, man, we'll never ever see unity long as we keep doing this, because we just don't understand how powerful we are and how we could move a situation if we just stand together. You know what I mean?
If we stand together. A girl passed away in Chicago also.
So that happened in Chicago too?
Yep.
Damn, see what I mean? That's crazy. Now, it was a situation with what was that situation?
She was shot, I believe twice, by her baby father's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they saying that the guy had her in the headlock while the girl shot her.
Shot her.
But I don't think that was the case. I think he might have been trying to break him up, that somebody said, and the girl ended
They
up shooting her
said the
while he
two
had
girls
her in the headlock.
never even was fighting.
They wasn't?
No.
Oh, so he might have been a snake then, you know? But now, look at this. Now you lost your baby mom. Really, you lost both of them because one get ready to go to jail for the rest of her life and the other one gone.
Yeah, because
Condolences
she
to that
all on
woman's
the
family.
news talking about, I got a license to carry. Okay.
What was her name, you know?
No, I don't remember her name.
I forgot her name too, but condolences to that young lady's family
Condolences.
that lost her life due to that tragic situation and unnecessary situation, man. It's just sad, you know. And with that being said, man, you know, that's kind of all. We just wanted to touch bases on a few things that was going on, most of all Chicago, because that's the talk right now. Chicago, the troops, and everything that's going on, the backdoor with King Von. You know, it's just a lot going on. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's a lot going on in my city, but we ain't doing it like Chicago, man. You know, that's something in the air out there, man, and they need to get it clear before it ain't no young black men left out there, you know.
Yep.
So condolences to all the people that lost their life, and that's all we got right now, man. You know, everybody stay safe, stay dangerous. You know what I mean? I hope that you get to where you're trying to go in life. Stay positive, keep your vibration high, and this the Real Talk Podcast. We out.
We out.